Okay, thank you. I see we have a full house tonight. Nice to meet you all. So my first question is regarding the fullbacks, having Nicole Payne and not Marie Mueller as a starter. I wanted to know if there was some tactical decision behind that, or just something you wanted to try on.
I think just for us, it's managing the minutes of all players, and I've got this terrific staff beside me here that do an unbelievable job in patching players up and monitoring them and getting them out in the field and maximizing the availability for me and the technical staff. And we just felt last couple of weeks, we put a lot on Marie since she's been here. And when you've got quality with 4 fullbacks in the positions that we do, we felt this was a good time to just give her a breather and had full faith in Nicole and Raina to do the job. And we get the clean sheet again.
Okay, thank you. And then Kelly Hobley got her 5th yellow. How much will the team be affected by not having her on the field next game?
Look, we've got great depth at centre half as well. The guys, again, here, lots of credit for working with Issa and building her availability. She was back in the match day squad today. I didn't agree with the yellow card decision, I have to say, unfortunately, for Kelly. I think it was her first foul of the game. And looking back at it, he penalised her for a number of fouls on the team. So that's unfortunate for Kelly, but for us, like anybody else, it's next player up. And we've got Nally and Mally working hard back in Portland, and they'll be able to step up, as will Issa and obviously Becky in that position. So.
Thank you, Coach. And knowing that we have the team's doctor here, can I ask about Olivia, how she's doing?
What's that, Gil? You want me to say?
Well, luckily I'm protected by HIPAA, so I'm going to let him take this question.
Yeah, no, it's on. I think it's been well documented in previous press conferences, but she's working hard to get back. And like I say, we got the best in the business here, working hard to help her back into recovery and get her ready as soon as possible. But no updates, nothing new from the availability report.
All right. And my last question is regarding scoring. The Thorns keep having maybe some struggling. Maybe they're struggling a little bit to score. How do you think the team can fix that?
I think we got the 3rd highest expected goals in the league. We've got 9 results out of 11. We're away from home at altitude in heat. I think we scored a very good goal that obviously got pulled back, and we're a couple half chances away, last header of the game. So we'll continue to work and develop our game, but we've got the talent to do it. It's a collective, as is defending, but clean sheet away from home in a very difficult environment. Fantastic effort, the work, again, that these guys have done in terms of preparing to play at altitude, and it's the hottest game we've had all season. So I think we created chances. I'll also give a lot of credit to A-Rod and the Royals because they put their bodies on the line. They must have blocked 4 or 5 from Soph, headers, bodies on the line. After their last result, they were coming out to battle and be very physical, and they sacrificed for their team tonight. So you also have to give credit to the opposition sometimes.
Okay. Thank you, Coach, and thank you, everybody, for your time, and have a safe flight home. Bye-bye.
One of the players that returned to the starting lineup, Sam Coffey, today, put in a pretty good shift, like you said, at altitude. Can you speak to her return to play and how she's been doing and how she was able to put in such a long shift tonight?
You guys want to talk about some of the work that goes in behind the scenes, and I'll give credit again to these guys because an injury that she took, it could easily have been a longer one up to the Olympic window, and I think you've done a phenomenal job getting her back. And she was available for 30 minutes to us last game. We managed to get her through 75, but you guys can talk about the work that goes in behind the scenes and also the character of Sam.
A lot of it is, we can give credit to Sam. She's a warrior. She always pushes. She is always asking for more. And then a lot of our success and how we build up players, it relies heavily on our coaching staff and their trust in us and our process. I'll let Ella speak as well.
Yeah, I think also just like the collaboration that we have, I think is pretty unique between medical performance coaches and then the medical staff that aren't here too, on the road with us. I think that allows us to really maximize each player and their ability to get back on the field doing what they want to do.
You mentioned the clean sheet again. That's the 6th of the year. I think one of our things that are probably more underrated on our team is our defense. Can you just speak to their performance tonight?
Yeah, look, team effort. Big shout out to Shelby for the late one off the corner where we got caught in transition when we were attacking and had the ball at the top of the box. But, you know, we rely on Shelby in those big moments. She stepped up great. But like we say, whether it's Nicole, Marie, Raina, Kelly, Becky, you know, if it's Kling coming in and it's Marie or Issa, Nally, Mally, you know, it's a collective unit. The staff do a great job each week in preparing, box defending. We knew they were going to be direct, take shots from distance. So we had to come out and protect those spaces in front. But it also starts from the front and pressing in the right way and stopping them get into key spaces. I thought Ali Center had a terrific game tonight. She's a lot of fun to watch. But again, we're away from home. We've shut them down. This is a difficult place to play. I think they've been a little unlucky in some results at home against all good teams and only lost by the odd goal. And you can see why, because they fight and they battle, and you know, A-Rod demands that and the intensity. And for us to keep a clean sheet on the back of a week which they would have really pushed after their last week, I think is credit to the entire unit and everybody working together.
This past week was a bit shorter than usual, given the travel and the game this previous Sunday. I think you mentioned only having one traditional training match or training day, excuse me. But with the game coming up on Friday, it's going to be another match like that. What's the process of making sure that everyone is back fit and ready to play on Friday?
Yeah, look, I like to say, I could probably pass this on to Ella because these guys are the experts in that, and they do such a good job in just monitoring everything. Distances covered. I mean, the work that went behind the scenes, and you can see we're not the biggest of staff, but they're a mighty staff, and they put in so many hours, so much work, prepping beet juice, you know, cherry tart, unbelievable. I can't, what these guys do behind the scenes, and that's why I wanted them out front and center is terrific, and the amount of work, and you can see Ella away from home and putting in the work away from her family and not far along to go. So, you know, it's remarkable the work that these guys do behind the scenes. And Ella, you want to talk about some of the knowledge that you put forward and how to
I don't know about knowledge, but I think just this next week will be about maximizing recovery as best as possible. And so that'll be our main focus. It's a short week. We have a game on Friday. So get them back, get them rested, build in. Yeah, and then let them do their thing as usual on Friday.
Last question. San Diego is another team that's kind of been struggling to find results as of late. But as we saw tonight with the Utah Royals, it doesn't matter where you're at in the table. So it's a tough game every game. What's it going to take to be able to be ready to go up against San Diego?
Yeah, look, they had a difficult result against a good Chicago team who put in a great away performance. We've got to keep focusing on us, say every week, keep focusing on where we can improve and using the squad and the rotation and trying to keep unlocking the attacking half of the game and then keep building on the defensive side. I think obviously now an interim coach, I'm sad to see Casey go for all that she has done for that football club. And from a startup franchise to taking them to the Shield and, you know, the Challenge Cup, she's done a remarkable job. Obviously, they've decided to go in a different direction, which makes scouting them very challenging. Paul Buckles come in and had one game and a difficult result. So we got to focus on what we can control, challenge ourselves to continue to get better. There's some fantastic aspects of our game. Some of the possession tonight for Jessie Fleming was excellent. Soph's a constant threat. Clean sheet away from home. We'll take all those positives in a challenging environment, and we'll look forward to welcoming them the Shield champions at Providence Park, full house. Chance to send off the Olympians and everything else. So we'll be ready and we'll be at full tilt and ready to go again.
All right, thank you.